Well, welcome to Clown in the Town. My name is E.T. Snell, your host. Today's show is our 7th show, and it has to deal with Johnny Salazar. Years ago, Johnny come to me and he said, E.T., I would like to bring in marijuana into Adelanto. And I said, okay, Johnny, great. I'll be glad to help you. And we did. We got it in. And then Jermaine jumped up, who didn't want the marijuana to begin with. He jumps up and he takes the whole movement. Well, Jermaine's in prison right now, federal prison, some serious charges, but claimed to be a pastor. I mean, these politicians, and the whole scenario in Adelanto is just, the mayor over there is a habitual liar. He's lied to me. He said and shook my hand and promised me and a friend of mine I was going to be the consultant of marijuana dispensary, and then turned around and crawfished us, stabbed us in the back, you know, with that old Marine stuff that he likes to put down. It's crazy what going on in Adelanto. But there was an article in the June 18th in 2017, in Adelanto, a clown, a fridge, and a dispute over transparency. That's in Adelanto. You can go Google it, Daily Press. In Adelanto, a clown, a fridge, and a dispute over transparency. Johnny Salazar, they gave him a store, then they took around, they crawfished him, they took it from him, they ripped him off, they were trying to put him in jail for 6 years. They just, you know, that Mayor Kerr over there is such a hypocrite, he's such a habitual liar, and I hate to say that on the airways, but this guy, and Jermaine Wright was just as bad. When you tell me, and I'll be glad to polygraph this, when you tell me and a friend of mine that he's going to get the store and I'm going to be the consultant. I can't run the store because I am an ex-con, and but I can be a consultant and get my little piece of the action. And then he turns around, shakes our hand right in front of the donut shop there on Adelanto Road, and then turns around and goes up to Colorado with Jesse Flores and says, oh no, you guys don't have enough money. Well, it didn't say nothing about his handshake, and we did have enough money. But it just shows you how politicians are. You can tell when a politician's lying, usually because their lips are moving. They're like lawyers. They'll tell you anything to get elected. Jermaine Wright, he was a GO boy, the people that run the prisons over there, and now he's going to be their new shoeshine boy. I thought it was going to be Johnny. Johnny thought it was going to be Rich Kerr, and it's not over yet because it takes these authorities sometimes 8-9 months to do an investigation, and before they press charges. So it'll be interesting to see. Johnny Salazar runs Greentree, GTHHC.com, their delivery service. They do a real good job. They got great pot, and their prices are good. I don't suggest anybody going over to any of the dispensaries in Adelanto. They've got one open there now, and how he got opened is just another thing. The whole council in Adelanto, every one of them has done something stupid. Camargo, his wife, works for the prison system, and they're over there. They've got inmates over there getting raped, and nothing will be said at the council meeting for the simple reason that you got Camargo on the council. Wright used to be another geo schlep. It's sad what goes on in Adelanto. So if you're over there in Adelanto, know anybody, make sure that they vote out all the people that are in office and they put in new politicians. Politicians are like diapers. They need to be changed often and for the same reason. I hope you enjoy our show today, and I hope it resonates with you and can get you closer to God and get you closer to this earth and get you closer to politics, because this is a great country. It's just, it belongs to us, not these crooked politicians, but they get in there and it's hard getting them out. Well, God bless and have a great day.
Maybe we should do this. Yeah, you heard me. You too, Jermaine. We should be honest about this and transparent. You guys talk about being honest and transparent. I prayed and prayed for you, gentlemen. I prayed for you. And I kept praying for you, gentlemen. I suggest to be transparent and honest and with dignity with your stores, your retail stores, that you gentlemen should put out the qualifications, what it takes to have a retail marijuana store. If they feel they qualify, have them pay the non-refundable application.
Yeah.
Brenda.
He's going to donate. Okay.
have them pay the non-refundable application, and then do a lottery. That would be righteous, that would be transparent, that would be the way to do it. Not promising these people this, and promising these people that, and this and that and the other things. You know, when I first started this, I just did this for the city, didn't want a store, didn't want no money. Did this for the children. I grew up here, there's nothing for these children. I expected you gentlemen to take care of them. Some of the growers have, they've got libraries, done some things. I'm very pleased with what our growers have done. Very disappointed in you two gentlemen, more than any persons in my life. You have lied to me, you're misled me. When I first started this, I bought these really bitchin' high-def big deal audio. You need to remember when I was wearing them and when I wasn't. Some of the things that you've told me and we shook hands on. The red one is for you, Mr. Kirk, and it includes the view at Todd Lipton's. And when you told me I could open a marijuana store out through 95. And when you came to my marijuana store and told me and all my people in open forum, go ahead and sell pot, Johnny, be careful. These are for you, Jay.
Good job, John. Thank you. E.T. Snell.
I'll be back.
There's your icebox. You want to give that?
Yeah, here's your icebox. You bought from a marijuana store for the brownie. You said it was for sodas. Don't lie to the people. You lied to me and God.
You're done. And remove that from the chambers, please. E.T., before you start, did you bring out a refrigerator in here?
Yes, I sure did.
Take it out.
Will you hold my spot?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start my time.
Take it out.
Jermaine, where do you want this at? It's what you gave Johnny. Brian.
Before you go after my integrity, you want to talk about a liar? You gave it, you keep coming up here talking about you give it to the kids. I gave that to the kids, so you're giving it back to me. You know what?
I got you.
You know what? That's fine.
Brown Act violation.
No, it's not.
Public speaker.
Joey,
Brown Act violation.
Rest your neck.
you have the senior center, and we still need things for the seniors. So since it was originally given for the kids, and you don't want to give it for the kids, I will give it to the senior center so that they have somewhere to go.
Quite a tree. So are you, sir.
Excuse me, sir?
So are you. You won't be
So
reelected.
am I?
You won't be reelected, Rich. You lied too much. It's on video. The people are gonna see that.
Johnny, leave my chambers now.
Ain't gonna happen.
Ready?
Leave.
Start over? Start me three?
E.T.
Are you ready?
Go.
Yes, okay. First off, it's a Brown Act violation to respond to anybody of public
First and foremost,
I have watched the marijuana industry take many twists and turns. I watched Johnny spend thousands of dollars, not to mention the time he put in to save his town. All the lies, disrespect, deception you have shown him didn't go unseen. Then you issued him a license, medical marijuana. I looked at that license. It said marijuana and the distribution. Then you issued him a license for wholesale marijuana. Then you backstabbed him, raided his store, took all of his medicine, and now you clowns are trying to put him in prison for 6 years. Rick and Jermaine, furthermore, you clowns, God will hold you personally responsible for what you've done. Johnny will hold you responsible for his loss. You should both be ashamed of yourselves. Time after time, Johnny has prayed in public forum for you people to be honest, have dignity and transparency, which we know that hasn't happened. Knowing money would change you, and you still strive for to get into heaven. Gentlemen, just remember these words of wisdom. A man dies one death, a coward dies thousands. And as the late, great Pancho Villa once said, and it does not include you. Signores y señoritas, mi nombre es Juan Paratucci, hijos de Suchi, yo quiero pedirles el culichi. Are there any questions? Thank you.
I don't speak Spanish,
Jim Flusher.
Oh, hi, I'm Jim Pleasure. I just wanted to say, I was there in Johnny's store when you gave him the license to sell marijuana.
I didn't give him a
Well,
license.
I
I
was-
seen the license, wait.
I
I seen the license and later came back with tape on it that he had forged. Okay, but go ahead and see what you're doing. Yes, I thought we screwed up.
Yeah, well, I don't understand how you guys gave him the license so I could buy legal medicine and then take it back.
Because it was illegal. He forged it. Do you understand what forgery is? He took that license that our license department gave him, erased it and forged it. Now do you understand me?
I don't think
Okay.
that's true, thank you.
Well, it's a fraud, you don't have to. Okay, so that's the end of public comment. I'm gonna address one thing really quick, okay? Let me think how to put this. I'll just put it the way I always do. Johnny screwed up. Jermaine and I, ma'am, I'll have you removed.
My name is E.T. Snell, I'm the clown community activist, www.etsnell.com. Recent Daily Press article, Mayor Pro Tem Jermaine Wright Campaign Committee violated state elections law by filing financial disclosure forms more than 3 months past their deadline. That was just a telltale sign of what was going on. You know, I knew it, and I'm kind of wondering when the feds do come in and polygraph all you guys, which one of you are not going to be able to withstand a conspiracy charge. And by the way, the feds have like a 99% conviction rate. They just don't go out and just start arresting politicians. They have probably more than the goods. You know, Johnny Salazar and myself were discussing who was going to be Gio's new shoeshine boy. I was saying it was going to be Jermaine Wright, and Johnny said his money was on you, Mayor Kerr. What I'm most appalled about Atlanta is not the way you have given away sweetheart deals like Don Koshima, and how you jumped in bed with the Frontier Homes and tore down all those Joshua trees. It also wasn't the way Jermaine and Charlie were opposed against marijuana, and they did a 360-degree turn, and then Jermaine jumped up front and took the whole movement. It wasn't the convoluting of funds with Mr. Camargo and his significant other. You might be free of the marijuana issue, Mr. Camargo, but I don't think you're going to go free on the convoluting of funds. Your wife works for Gio, and all this stuff about Gio coming in here, I think if that was ever exposed, it would be a whole different issue. I would ask this council that they take a volunteer polygraph as to felonious activity, and that will be paid for by myself. What toasts my marshmallows is the fact that the Immigration Department has deported 46,000 United States of American veterans since 1996. The Immigration Department is run, it's not a regular court, it's run under the U.S. Attorney General. The majority of immigration judges and prosecutors are far from the election box. The bail system is crooked. My nonprofit, American Families Justice Center, was approved by the IRS. In my nonprofit, one of the things to do is to set up oversight prison boards in the town. And I'm asking tonight for anybody that would like to sit on our board, if anybody in the audience is interested in sitting on the board to resolve and mitigate the issues. In my nonprofit, we want to set up communication for parenting programs with children and inmates to communicate with a missing parent, various feeding programs for all, advocate for prison reform and justice for all, and establish local oversight boards in towns with prisons such as Adelanto, and we need that. Not only because of your wife working for Gio and all the graft, and Jermaine was in bed with Gio, and I'm asking you guys to step forward. It's another black eye, another lipstick on a pig. Well, you guys need to take the polygraph as to your involvement. You can't tell me all you didn't know what Jermaine was doing. I knew what he was doing. You could see it.
Mr. Mayor, it's time.
With that time, thank you and have a great day.
Robert Andre.
So there's been some stuff brought up about Jermaine that I was, that I had,
Robert, talk to me.
nothing to do with Jermaine, but I have some questions. There's been a few people that have been popped by code enforcement, and their permits haven't been revoked. Like Bill Loman, the pool guy, CB Nanda. What's going on with that? Their permits are still pending, like they're gonna get C of O. I just keep on being told by you, Mayor, that I'm on it. I want to park on the north end for the kids. And I'm saying that here in front of everyone. If the city can't do it, I'll pay for it. I'll do it for the kids. Where's the park? Nassam, whatever, the guy from HDL stood right here and said, I'm going to build a park for the kids on the north end before we start building. They built. Where's the park? Kids need a park. If the city can't afford it, I can give you guys the money to build a park for the kids. Stuff is not getting done. Why? The city's getting another black eye. Why are people with aren't getting their permits revoked? I'm asking. Bill Loman got popped manufacturing. Why is his permit still in the process? Can anyone answer? No?
Just know, Robert, that this is your time, and unfortunately, as a counselor, you can't answer. I'll take time to speak to you after. No, it's
Okay, yeah, I want to know. You know, I mean, CB Nanda got popped. Code enforcement was told to stand down. He was still going to get a permit. The EOC, $1 million. I'll double that. It's worth $4 or $5 million. You know, I mean, enough is enough. I'm tired of it. You know, we got to do something. That's worth $4 or $5 million, but he's getting it for $1 million. The jet room, before when it was sold, 3 weeks later it was zone dispensary, green. Plans were submitted as an attorney's office, and then they got changed real quick. Enough is enough. We don't need this. We don't need a black eye. So if you guys can't do the park for the kids, that's really all I care about, is a park for the kids on the north end. If you guys can't do it, I'll buy the property and I'll build the park.
Thank you, Mayor, council members. I'm an individual that believes every citizen has a right to be proud of the city that they live in. When I moved to Adelanto and began to research the city, one word that I did not really like, I was not proud of, kept popping up, and that was corruption. To change it, I decided it would be best to try and run and see if myself could make a difference. As you all know, I did not win. People spoke. I was willing to stand by that. But once again, as time has passed, the word corruption comes up one more time. And as our friendly clown stated, who's not always friendly, the FBI does not come and spend this kind of time and resources when there's not a fire. There was plenty of smoke that I could see with my own eyes before the article ever even came out. And that's not just for Jermaine. If they're investigating him, I'm sure they're investigating others, and I truly hope that he's the only one we see an article about. But there's a concern about the way the city's being run. There's a concern about the decisions that are being made. A while ago, we were one of the front runners of this city for marijuana dispensaries. Still to this day, it's a debacle. You go to Las Vegas, they're getting tons of revenue. We were ahead of them. The decisions you all have made have not always been above the bar. I don't know any of you personally, and I don't really care to. What I care about is the city I live in with my family, and my kids being able to be proud that they're from Adelanto. I want to see an end to corruption. I want to see an end to stupid, idiotic decisions, and I want to be able to believe that you all really care about the town that you represent. Jermaine's not here, great. The situation is, each individual has a right to be proud of their legacy. Ed, you say it matters to you? I hope it does. But actions are what matter. Words are irrelevant. We each as individuals and as human beings have a chance to do the right thing at all times. The amount of money that flooded in here when you all tried to move forward with marijuana was overwhelming. So I know the temptation had to be difficult. That doesn't mean give in. If you are dirty, please step down before there's another article in the newspaper. Please don't embarrass the city one more time. Please do the right thing and move aside. If you're above board, great, thank you. If you're not, please move on and let the city have people that really do care about the city of Adelanto. Thank you.